In the misty heart of the Ardennes forest, where legends echo through the trees and the weather shifts with a whisper, lies a cathedral of speed carved into the Legion countryside. Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. This is no ordinary racetrack. It is a living monument to courage, chaos, and conquest. With its fearsome bends and mythic straights, Spa has tested the mettle of racing's bravest for nearly a century. From the daunting descent into Eau Rouge to the sweeping ride of Radion, every curve writes its own tale of triumph or tragedy. Rain may fall on one corner while the sun gleams on another, but no matter the conditions, one truth remains. At Spa, heroes are either forged or broken. Starting P15 in the Porsche Cup today, I played a game of chess against a mate. I won, but I decided not to qualify anyway. The loser was to not qualify, just out of solidarity for him. I'm such a nice guy. Heading into T1, we're looking to just get alongside. Car number 23 just darts out a little bit. He got a little bit scared there. Get a good exit here out of T1. The cars ahead are 2x2, and they're heading into Eau Rouge. That's not really a situation I would like to be in if I was them. And as such, we can see here, Hemrick tries to go too wide and he is dead. That's why you shouldn't go too wide through Eau Rouge there. Over Radion we go, and we can see that a car in the background just goes absolutely spinning. Cold tyres once again. You try to put more load in it than it can handle, and that's what happens. Just trying to consolidate my position at the moment. I've got a free run here. I don't have too much competition to worry about. I'm just able to turn in, the car spinning off in the background, another car spinning off in the background, and the cars behind absolutely clattered. It's just unlucky for them. So we're going to go on board, and we're going to have a look at Ilga's POV. He just goes a bit deep, tries to compensate by braking more, clips Carl, who went deep, and then number 95, Dinoco McQueen. He gets the short straw, really. Ryan turns in. He can see the cars on the outside there, but bang. I mean, where is he to go? Like I said, double pumped, like Prime Fortnite, clipped, shipped, see you later. Good rejoin though. I left it in here because I respect his rejoin. Pulling alongside Alex here, he's going to be the main antagonist of the video. I'm going to be battling him for basically the whole race, so get used to that name. He tries to go back around the outside. I stay in the middle of the track, snuff it out. He got a bad exit anyway. I don't think he would have gone for it. He's just going to consolidate, sitting behind. I'm just looking to ensure that the gap in front doesn't get much bigger. I want to make sure that we stay in that slipstream. The slipstream is very powerful around here. P-Cups draft really well. And you can see Declan ahead just getting a bit loose. I'm going to choose to go right. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, ollie over the thing. Formula drift through the gravel. Lose the position to Alex, but I mean, it's only half a second. We're on board with Alex here, and you can see I didn't know whether he was going to sit up on the curb or just pull back across. I chose to go right. It probably wasn't the smartest decision, but it worked out at the time, and that's what matters, is that I am still in the race. Heading on board, just trying to ensure that we stay behind Alex. Just don't lose that slipstream. Through the start-finish straight, heading on to lap number 2. We're just in that slipstream just, but here's where it all goes wrong. He gets it a bit wrong, bit deep, and as such, I'm going to be getting a better apex and pulling too wide here on the exit. I'm going to be pulling alongside Alex here and pulling a bit ahead. The difficulty is that I have no control over the situation. I'm going to be ahead heading into the corner, so it doesn't make sense for me to lift. As such, we're going to be too wide heading into the corner. Left-hander, right-hander, just leaving him enough space, and he gets an off-track there. That is a slowdown. So right here, he will serve a slowdown with me on the right-hand side. He pulls off to the left, and we hop on board with him where he flashes me. I still don't know why he's flashing me. I don't think I did anything wrong. It was a clean move. I left him just enough space. On to lap 3, you can see Alex is caught back up, 0.5 seconds behind, heading into the braking zone, but he's going to have a little mistake of his own here. He's going to go a little bit deep. You can see he just turns in very early, pulls all the way across the track, gets a bad exit speed. This is my second opportunity in this race to try and pull away from Alex, but I can't. Heading down the hill, we're just looking to expand this gap. 1.9 seconds right now is the gap to Alex. I'd rather it grow, but like I said, I just don't have the pace. At the end of the lap, you can see he's caught up realistically. He's at 0.8 now. He's going to have the slipstream. I've caught all the way up to the car ahead. So now we're going to be looking to dispatch of him effective immediately. Gabor, you're fired. Heading down the La Source hairpin up into Eau Rouge, we're just going to look to get as close as we can to Gabor. The problem is I haven't practiced the slipstream through Eau Rouge all week, and as such I lifted too much. Starting lap 5, you can see that we've ended up in a close pack here. I tried to get Gabor to go defensive, he's not buying it, but on the entry to the South hairpin here, he just goes in a bit shallow, gets it all a bit wrong, and now I'm going to be looking right up to see if I can make a move here. He's got the slipstream of Christian in front of him, I've got the slipstream of Gabor. I'm hoping to take advantage of this, heading up left-handers into the right-hander, and as you can see here, he just swiggles off to the left, gets it all a bit loose. Great save, but now he's low on momentum, and Alex and I are just to ride past him. Here I go defensive against Alex to ensure that we don't lose time. Now we've dispatched of Gabor, I don't want to reintroduce him to the pack. I go defensive, make sure I really just clip those apexes. We've got Christian in front of us now. 1.1 second is the gap to him. I want to close this gap and get us right up against Christian to both overtake him, potentially down into Pouon on lap 7. And as you can see, the pressure of trying to keep ahead of us is going to mount up quickly for Christian. Heading through the double left-hander, I'm pushing like a madman, getting into a slipstream. Slipstream is so beneficial, but I go a little bit deep here. Christian does the complete opposite, and he goes shallow, he under brakes. So what ends up happening is we're neutral. I end up gaining because I've got the high momentum, and now we are 0.4 seconds behind Christian at the end of lap 5, looking to overtake him, which would put us in P4 and potentially contention for a podium position with 6 laps left in the race. Here we are through Blanchemont. I've already decided I'm going to overtake him. It's just which way I'm going to do it. He pulls left, I'm going to go right. I'm going to lick the stamp, send it super. Just get along the inside, make sure he can't go around the outside or cut me back, and as such, the overtake is completed before the corner even starts. I'm him. I'm built different. Coming through the underbridge, heading on to lap 6 of the 11 lap race, a half length distance. We're going to go on board with Alex as he licks the stamp and goes along and sends it. He does not want to lose me by sitting behind Christian for any longer. Carmela, you're fired. A 0.8 second gap has formed. He struggles to get the upshift done. Going through a rouge, he's just going to have the toe from me. He's going to keep pulling in front, but I don't think he should be hindered by Christian just because of the fact that he's got the toe from me. Christian's got the toe from him. It kind of neutralizes out, and therefore Christian won't really have an opportunity to get back in the race here. And you can see here he gets really deep on the brakes. I'm really just looking to try and build this gap. We've now got a 1 second gap, and I just want to be able to pull away, but unfortunately at this track car combo, the slipstream's so strong, and you can see that at the end of the lap, the slipstream has pulled him back to 0.4 seconds away from the lead. Into T1 we go. I hit a little bit deep. I didn't quite make the apex like I wanted to, and as such, I didn't get quite the exit speed I would have wanted. Heading down Eau Rouge we go. He's going to look to slipstream me left-hander, right-hander. Well within track limits for myself. And Alex is just right on my tail. I'm in charge of pushing and ensuring that we pull away from Christian. Here we go, through into No Name, pulling hard left. I'm making sure I do everything in my power to ensure Christian is not in the fight. He's staying relatively even at around 2 seconds. Pouon coming up. I don't quite pull across to the right as I should have, and as such, I don't have the grip I wanted to pull past Pouon. Alex is alongside, and I'm going to let him go. I just want to consolidate my result and maximize the chance of getting a good result here through Blanchemont. At the end of lap 8 we go. The gap is still 1.6, and Christian's just not closing in like he wants to, especially with the fact that we've overtaken this lap. For him to only gain 4 tenths is not where he wants to be. Get a really good apex here, just aiming for the exit, 0.5 seconds behind Alex, heading onto lap 9. This lap is where the carnage breaks down between Alex and I. Heading into turn 1 we go, on with Alex. He just gets really nice apex, using all that curb on the outside. He's pushing, he's trying to move us away from Christian. He's doing a good job of it as well. On the run down, once again, I haven't had the practice I want to say I've had going through Eau Rouge. Through Eau Rouge, through Radion, I've lifted more than I probably could have, and as such, the gap doesn't really close between Alex and I more. I lose time and then regain it down the straight with Christian gaining, but like I said, 1.7 seconds behind. We've just got to sit him there. This is where it goes wild though. You can see I'm on the brakes nice and early. Alex just overshoots a little bit, and as such he's now locked up. He's off the track. He's now got a slowdown. The slowdown at that corner is a bit rough though, because it's quite easy to serve without losing too much time. Coming into this right-hander we go, looking to just maximize the exits. I want to get as close as I can to him when he serves that slowdown. I'm counting in my head. I know he's got 15 seconds left roughly. Left-hander through No Name. I get a good exit. He's trying to do everything in his power to get as far away from me, and now he's got to serve his slowdown. Through Puon he does it. I clip the apex well. I'm looking for that exit. Here we go. He serves the rest of it. I pull along around the outside. I pull side by side, heading into the braking zone, and at least I got on the power early. Rewatching this from the chase cam, you can see I just get a really good run. He sticks in the middle of the track. I get well alongside him on the brakes, tried to turn in a bit later to keep him out, and the collision just collects us. The big winner here is Christian, of course. He is now on a rampage. He's going to be able to overtake both of us now that we've both gone off the track. He does a very good job of being apprehensive, not going too aggressive into the realm where the accident happened. And we're back on board with us. The gap to Christian, with 2 laps to go, is 1.9 seconds. I know I have the pace to catch him. I've been very well paced this race. And you'll see that as we head on to lap number 10 here, the gap is now 1.2 seconds into the fourth hairpin. Braking nice and deep. He just gets it just in there. I'm really pushing, using all that curve on the exit as we go down to Eau Rouge for the second to last time. Once again though, I'm just not confident as I should be through Eau Rouge in the slipstream. I haven't done any practice of it, and it's really a place where I lost time. But the gap is now 0.9 seconds. He got a worse exit than I did, and as such, we are now well within his reach with 2 laps to go. 0.7 seconds. Heading into the braking zone, you're going to see how much time I just gain in this little sector here, getting to the apex perfectly, pulling all the way across, and then back across. I'm now well on his tail. 0.4 seconds is the gap, with 1.5 laps to go in this race. Heading on to the back of the track where we look to exit onto the straight, you can see I'm touching my brake bias for the first time this race since the opening lap. I've pulled it back. I'm ready. I've already said to myself, this overtake's happening. He can choose which side he goes. I'm overtaking this guy. There's nothing he can do about it. Heading through Blanchemont, you can see I just run all the way out, maximize the track, clip the curve a little bit, trying to really get to the apex. All the exit speed. I've got well over speed. Get a little bit wobbly on the inside, deep on the brakes. And he's been very respectful about being overtaken both the times I've done it there. I very much commend him for the fact he could have tried to defend a lot harder, but he chose not to. I think overall it was positive for the race. On to the final lap. I go defensive, just snuffing out any overtaking opportunity he tries to get within us. Going through the South hairpin for the final time, I get a good exit. Christian is going to be looking to close the gap. 0.4 seconds is well within reach, provided he gets a good run through Eau Rouge. Left-hander into the right-hander, and I gotta slow down. It's just the way it is. He overtakes me here with less than 1 lap to go, and now I've just got to settle for P5. And at the end of the race here, you can see that Ivan is now behind me. Alex got dispatched. He went to the gulag and never recovered, and as such we will be coming across the line in P5.